नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं वाचं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् जितं ते पुण्डरीकाक्ष नमस्ते विश्वभावन नमस्तेऽस्तु हृषीकेश महापुरुष पूर्वज सदक्षरं ब्रह्म य ईश्वरः पुमान् गुणोर्मि सृष्टिस्थितिकालसल्लयः प्रधानबुद्ध्यादि जगत्प्रपञ्चसूः सनोऽस्तु विष्णुर्मतिभूतिमुक्तिदः ततः प्रभृति निश्रीकं सशक्रं भुवनत्रयं मैत्रेय आसीदपध्वस्तं संक्षीण औषधि वीरुधम् न यज्ञाः संप्रवर्तन्ते न तपस्यन्ति तापसाः न च दानादिधर्मेषु मनश्चक्रे तदा जनः निस्सत्त्वा सकलालोकाः लोभादि उपहत इन्द्रियाः स्वल्पेऽपि हि बभूवुः ते साभिलाषाः द्विजोत्तम. In the beginning of this Adhyaya, Maitreya had asked Parāśara as to katham lakshmyaha samudramathanatu utpattihi iti shruyate hi tarhi atra katham bhrigu putri ityapi uchyate. So Parāśara starts off by saying that satu anapayini nitya sa Vishnoho abhinna iti. So she's completely non-different from Vishnu, just as how Vishnu is present everywhere. Lakshmi is also present everywhere in the same manner. And then he proceeds to describe the events that led to the Samudra Mathanam. Durvasa, who was in that Unmatta state, he meets a Vidyadhari. He sees a very fragrant garland in her hand. He asks for it. She also gives it. He then meets Indra. He gives it to Indra. Indra then throws it down. Durvasa becomes Indra puts it on the head of Airavata, and then Airavata, as true to the nature of an elephant, he just takes it from his hand and then throws it down. Now, this incident angers Durvasa, and Durvasa Rishi, he scolds Indra, saying that your arrogance has been, you have slowly become very arrogant, and people have been forgiving all your mistakes. Did you think that I was like other rishis? I will not tolerate any such thing. And so the Lakshmi Madaha that is present in you, the arrogance because of the wealth that you have, that has prompted you to behave in this manner. And you will, from now on, you will be without any Lakshmi. So from then on, even though the three worlds had Indra as the Lord, as the ruler of all three worlds, the world still did not have any Shri or prosperity or Lakshmi there. And slowly yajnas did not happen, tapas did not happen, danadi dharmaha, te api na asanna. And then people became more and more greedy, even for a little swalpe api sabilashaha babuvuhu. Even for a little thing, they became very greedy and they wanted more things. Yataha sattvam tato lakshmihi sattvam bhutyanusaricha nishrikanam kutaha sattvam vinatena gunah kutaha. Now he shows the process of how degradation happens when people lose out on their on Lakshmi, right? Because Sattvam, Yataha Sattvam, Tataha Lakshmi. Wherever there is Sattvam, wherever there is a Sattva Guna, there Lakshmi also exists there. Bhutyanusari cha Sattvam. Wherever Lakshmi exists, Sattva Gunam automatically comes behind that Lakshmi. Bhuti is here, Lakshmi or prosperity. Wherever there exists prosperity, Sattva Guna follows that prosperity. So Sattvam Bhuti Anusari. Nishrikanam Kutaha Sattvam. So when someone does not have any Lakshmi with them, or they do not have that Shri, then Kutaha Sattvam, they do not have that Sattva Gunam also. Tena vina, Sattvena vina, Gunaha Kutaha. This is like an Anartha Parampara that you have. So the moment you do not have any Shri, you do not have any Sattva Gunam, and without Sattva, Tena vina, Sattvena vina, Gunaha Kutaha. Where can you find good qualities like Shauryam, Balam, Ityadayaha? Bala Shauryadi Abhavascha Purushanam Gunairvina Langhaniyaha Samastasya Bala Shaurya Vivarjitaha. Purushanam gunaihi vina, without qualities, bala shauryade abhavaha jayate. So the qualities that he first says are the reasons for that. 1 minute. Nisatvaha sattvam ityukte dhairyam, without any dhairya. So sattvam here is not sattva gunam per se, but you take it as dhairyam or courage. So when you do not have money, when you do not have Lakshmi, you do not have sattvam, which is your courage. So without sattvam, there are no qualities here. Gunaha na jayante. Gunaha ityukte audaryam, santosham ityadayaha gunaha. From those gunas, you get bala, shaurya, ityadi. So the first gunam, when you talk about balam and shauryam, it is more to do with the physical body, whereas these gunas that he talked about in the Shloka 29 are the mental qualities of large-heartedness, audaryam, more like a mental courage and all that. So gunaihi vina, without the mental qualities, the physical qualities are also absent. Bala, shauryadi, abhavaha, purushanam drishyate. So we see that people do not have these qualities also. Bala shaurya vivarjitaha. When a person is devoid of balam, strength, and shauryam, bravery, he becomes a person who is degraded. Langhaniyaha. Samastasya langhaniyaha. He is degraded by everybody in the world. Langhaniyaha abhibhavyaha. One who can be overcome. So he is... you can say he is abused or degraded. So Langaniyaha, Langaniyaha is degraded in that sense. Bhavati apadhvasta matihi langhitaha prathitaha puman evam atyanta nishrike trailokye sattva varjite. Sattvam here, again I said it is dhairyam, not the sattva gunam that I mentioned first. So bhavati apadhvasta matihi langhitaha. Langhitaha purushaha. Yaha langhitaha bhavati. Langhaniyaha from here is one who becomes degraded, or one who slowly anartha paramparayaha vashaha jataha saha. He becomes easily conquered by others, and he also, people will push him away, insult him. It's very easy for people to push him. So langhitaha saha apadhvastamatihi jayate. Apadhvastamatihi, his intelligence is also apadhvastam, meaning avajnatam, it is insulted. So when he loses his wealth, he loses this his courage, dhairyam, sattvam, and then because of that he loses certain mental qualities, good qualities. Because of that losing of mental qualities, his balam, shauryam, his physical manifestation of those qualities are also lost. Then he becomes degraded by people. When such a person is degraded, langhitaha saha apadhvastamatihi iti prathitaha pumana bhavati. He becomes prathitaha, he becomes famous as a person who can be easily insulted, or whose intelligence is insulted. Apadhvastamatihi. So we need not listen to him at all. Everything, sarve gunaha kanchanam ashrayanti. In Niti Shatakam, he says, sa shrutavan sa gunajnaha sarve gunaha kanchanam ashrayanti. All qualities seem to only go towards a person who has wealth. But the underlying principle there is Lakshmi, and if Lakshmi is not present, then everything else is gone. Okay, the Lakshmi that we are talking about here is not mere money or anything. It is more to do with the spiritual wealth also. So apadhvastamatihi, his intelligence is also ridiculed by everybody, and he becomes famous as a person who can easily be disregarded. So langhitaha pumana apadhvastamatihi iti prathitaha bhavati. Evam atyanta nishrike trailokye sattva varjite. In this manner, this entire world has become without any shri, nishrike, evam atyanta nishrike, has completely become devoid of Lakshmi. Sattva varjite trailokye, when all these three worlds have also lost the dhairyam in it. What happens? Devan prati bala udyogam chakruhu daiteya danavaha lobha abhibhutaha nishrikaha daityaha sattva vivarjitaha. Daiteya danavaha bala devan prati bala udyogam chakruhu. When all three worlds was devoid of, did not have Lakshmi, then Daiteya Danavaha. Daiteya is a set of asuras. Danava is another set of asuras. These are different clans of people, of Rakshasas or Asuras. Okay. So, te Daiteya Danavaha Devan Prati, towards the Devas, Bala Udyogam Chakruhu. They attacked them because they understood that their balam comes from their Lakshmi, and if that Lakshmi is not present, they can easily be conquered. So bala udyogam, devan prati bala udyogam chakruhu. Lobha, the next sentence goes with the next shloka. Lobha abhibhutaha nishrikaha daityaha sattvavarjitaha santaha shriya vihinaihi nissatvaihi devaihi chakruhu tato ranam. Devaihi saha ranam daityaha devaihi saha ranam chakruhu. Daityaha asuraha devais saha surais saha, along with the devas, ranam chakruhu, they battled tataha after that. So to show the contrast between the two sects who were fighting here, lobha abhibhutaha, daityaha, asuras were overcome by greed, lobha abhibhutaha, nishrikaha, they did not have any wealth, because Shrihi, even after Samudra Mathanam, she did not go to the Daityas, right? She only went to Vishnu, and by that she was present only with the Devas. So Nishrikaha, they did not have that inner prosperity or that spiritual prosperity that one has. Sattva Vivarjitaha, they did not have that manodhairyam, which is natural, or that sthirata. Dhairyam here is more like not being dvandva avashitto. Right? They are not attracted by the dvandvas in life, which is sukha, dukkha, labham, alabha, jaya, ajaya, ityadi. Tadrisha, the sattvam nasti tesham. They did not have that steadfastness, which is an identity of the devas when they had wealth. But here the Daityas, Asuras, were naturally without that dhairyam, manodhairyam in them. Te, those Daityaha, Shriya vihinaihi nissatvaihi devaihi saha ranam chakruhu. They battled with the devas who were without Shri at this point. Shriya vihinaihi. They had Shri before. Adhuna tu Shriya vihinaha te. Tasmat karanat nissatvaihi. Hence they had lost their, dhairyam. Yatasatvam tato Lakshmi. Satvam tu bhutyanusari. Satvam naturally follows Lakshmi. And now that they did not have that Lakshmi in them, Nisatvaha, they also did not have that dhairyam. Okay. Vijitas tridashaha daityaihi indradhyaha sharanam yayuhu pitamaham mahabhagam hutashana purogamaha. These two again form one sentence. So tridashaha, indradhyaha tridashaha, daityaihi vijitaha santaha, being defeated by daitya, being defeated by the asuras, Indra and other devas, hutashana purogamaha, having hutashana, Agni in front of them, pitamaham mahabhagam sharanam yayuhu. They took refuge with Pitamaha, which is Brahma, Mahabhagam, he is a great soul. So they took refuge with Pitamaha, with Brahma. So Hutashana Purogamaha, a lot of things come together when you read Puranam. So if you remember, Hutashana, Agni is the Devata for Vak. And so they always placed Agni in front of them when they went to talk to someone, all of the devas, because they knew he was the Vak Devata and he would be able to articulate the things really well. And so they placed him in front of their group and went. In fact, in Devi Mahatmyam, Idla Durga Chandra Klastutila, which is actually a condensed version of Devi Mahatmyam, Chandi. Pavaka mukhaischa shivam bhajetam nor. Suktan yashesha nigamanta vidaf. Pavaka mukhaihi nor. When they say Pavaka mukhaihi, they placed Agni in front of them and asked him to do the stotram to Devi to tell the god about their difficulties there. So because he is the Vagdevata, they placed him in front. So Hutashana Purogamaha, those devas who had Hutashana, Agni in front of them, they went and took refuge. Drishtani Pavaka Mukhaischa Shivam Bhajetam. Correct. Yathavat Kathito Devaihi Brahma Praha Tatas Surana. Tataha, after that, Yathavat Katitaha Devaihi Katitaha Brahma Surana Praha. Devaihi Yathavat Katitaha. Brahma, who was informed about the things in the correct manner. Whatever happened, they did not, there was no point in lying about it or covering up the incidents. Indra just told him whatever happened, or he asked Agni to tell everything as it happened. So, Yathavat Devaihi Katitaha Brahma. Brahma being informed true to the whatever happened in the same manner, Brahma again spoke to the Devas. He says that nobody else is our Sharanam. It is only Vishnu who is our Sharanam. So, Suran Praha, he told the Devas. Paravaresham Sharanam. This is, Brahma Uvacha Edala. In this text, we don't have this Brahma Uvacha. I think, irukku. Nana Edala. Sorry. Brahma Uvacha. From this Shloka 35, it is Brahma's speech. Paravaresham Sharanam Vrajadhvam Asurardhanam Utpatti Sthiti Nashanam Ahetum Hetum Ishwaram. Prajapati Patim Vishnum Anantam Aparajitam Pradhana Pumsoho Ajayoho Karanam Karya Bhutayoho. Both shlokas form one sentence here. So Vrajadhvam here is your Kriya Padam. Paravaresham Sharanam Vrajadhvam. You have to go go into Sharanagati to Paravaresha, to this Lord who is Sarvam tu atra Visheshanataya Hari Muddishya eva Uktamatra Harehe Sharanam eva Gantavyam iti. So Sharanam Vrajadhvam. Take refuge in that Lord who is Para Avara Ishaha. Paravidya, Avara Vidya, Paraha, Avaraha. So any Paraha, you can take it as those who are in responsible positions to take care of this entire world. Tarhi Lokapalaha ityapi uktum shakyate. Athava Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva iti Utpatti Sthiti Nashanam Karana Bhutam Ishwaram Ishwarasyapi Ishaha Eshaha iti. So one who is of the form of Brahman. Paranam Ishaha. Avaranam api Ishaha. Avara Vidyayaha Ishaha. Upasanatmaka Saguna Upasanasyapi Sayeva Ishaha ityapi uktum shakyate. Athava Avaranam Ishaha ityukte Sarvesham Praninam api Sayeva Ishaha iti. Tadrisham Paravaresham Sharanam Vrajadhvam. Asura Ardhanam. One who destroys the Asuras. Utpatti Sthiti Nashanam Hetum Ahetum Ishwara. So one who is the Hetu for Utpatti, Sthiti and Nasha. One who is the Karanam for the creation, sustenance and destruction of the world. Whereas who does not have any other Hetu for himself, Ahetukam. So he is a person who does not have a Karanam. Tadrisham Ishwaram. Sharanam Vrajadhvam. Prajapati Patim. He is Prajapatehe api Patihi Sayeva. So he is the Lord of Prajapati also. Vishnum, Vyapanat Vishnu, one who is all-pervading. Sarvavyapi iti karanat, tasya Vishnu iti. Anantam, one who does not have an end to him. Aparajitam, yasya parajayaha eva na vidyate. He is the ultimate conqueror here. Pradhana Jishnu. Vishnum, Jishnum, Mahavishnu. Prabha Vishnu Maheshwaram. Jishnuhu ityukte Jayashilaha Saha iti. One who has that quality of being, who is ever victorious is a Jishnu. Para and Avara here, Para is Paramna, Vasatti Nartham, Avaramna, Korachal Nartham. Para Vidyana Eduthukalam, illana Parangarada vandu, you can also take it as beings. So Paraha Praninaha Athava Jivaha ityukte Pare Jivaha, those who are in the cadre of Devaha Athava Ishwaraha. You can take it as Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, Murugan, Illana, Pullayar. In the Madri, there are so many different Devata Swarupa that is there, which can be called as Para. So Paranam Ishaha ityukte Brahma Swarupataya Sayeva Adhishtanataya Vartate iti. Avara Abdina Koraivu Nartho, Korachal Nartho. When you say Avaraja, one who is born later, the younger child or younger sister, abdingarthukku Avaraja, one who is born later. So Avarangarche Korachal Nartho. Avaranam api Ishaha Sayeva. So Avarasya Avaraha ityukte Sarve Praninaha, all of the living beings that you find right from Stavaram to Jangamam, everybody. Sayeva Ishaha, he is the Antaryami for all of the beings. So Paravareshaha. If a Paravidya, Avaravidya edutundomna, Paravidya, Moksha Vidya, Avaravidya tu Yadyadvayam Asmin Loke Patantasmaha. All of those vidyas, all of those learnings are called Avaravidya, including Upasana, including Upanishad and everything else. Paravidya is Moksha Vidya, which is the Brahmajnana. So he is the Ishvara for Paravidya. He is also the Ishvara for all of these small learnings that we have in this world. Okay. So in the Paravareshangra word vandu, it can extend to so many different, it can mean so many different things. Okay. Prajapati Patim, Vishnum, Anantam, Aparajitam. Aparajitam na Jishnu. Pradhana Pumsoho, Ajayoho, Karanam, Karyabhutayoho. So Karyabhutayoho, Pradhana Pumsoho, Ajayoho, Karanam, Ishwaram, Sharanam, Vrajadvam. So he is the Karanam, he is the source, or he is the reason, he is the cause. He is the cause for two things which are the Karyam effect, Karya Bhutam. What is the Karya Bhutam here? Pradhana and Purushaha. Pradhanam is Prakriti or Maya. Purushaha is Ishvaraha, where he is known as Purusha only when he gets associated with Maya. Tat purvam tu Shuddha Atmaswarupa Swaprakasha Swayam Prakasha Swarupaha. But once he gets associated with the Maya, where did the Maya and the Purusha come from? They came from the Brahman. So here Karanam means he is Vishnu, or Karanam here is Brahma Swarupam in Advaita Vedanta. If you take it in Vishitadvaita, he is the Paravasudeva. So Karanam here is the cause for everything else. The first effect, so if you take mud as the cause, the first effect that you have, the first karyam that comes out of the mud is, say, let's take it as a pot. In the same way, we read about the creation here, what came after what. So karanam atra yadi brahma asti, tarihi tasya prathamataya karya bhutau pradhana pumsau. Only two things have come from those, the Brahma Swarupam initially, which is the Maya and the Puman, Purusha. So Pradhana is the Maya or Prakriti. Puman, Pradhanam cha, Puman cha, Pradhana Pumsau. Pumamsau Varad. It's a special sutram there. So Pradhana Pumsau, and these do not, Ajayoho, they do not have they're not born like how we are born. Aja Pradhanam tu, it doesn't have a birth like how we have. Purusha also does not have a birth like how we or the beings in this world have. So we take it as, even though there is Brahman as the Karanam, still we talk of the Karyam, Pradhanam and Puman as something which is unborn, which is not born at all. So ajayoho pradhana pumsayoho karyabhutayoho tari yoni sambandha tatra nasti iti karanat tesham ajatvam vidyate. And the merging of that, when does it get destroyed? It only gets destroyed at the Mahakalpam, at the end of 100 years of Brahma. Until then, it is ever present. So it is termed as Aja. So Ajayoho athava Ajayoho Karyabhutayoho Pradhanapumsoho Karanam Yam Ishwaram Yaha Ishwaraha Vartate Tam Ishwaram Sharanam Rajadhvam. So here Brahma, with these two shlokas, he is not talking about the Vishnu who is present on the Shesha Shayi athava Lakshmi Sahitaha, not in that manner, but he is looking at him as the source for everything else in this world. Source for even the Vishnu who is responsible for Sthiti. That is, we look at him as, Brahma looks at him as the Paravasudeva or the Brahma Swarupam. Okay. Pranatartiharam Vishnum Savas Shreyo Vidhasyati Evam. So Pranatartiharam Vishnum Vrajadvam. Two more words are there. So Pranatartihara Pranatanam Artim Harati Iti. So one who destroys the suffering, removes the suffering of those who fall at his feet. Tadrisham Vishnum Sarvabhya. Now, he talks about Brahmaswarupam in these two shlokas. When he come to this part, Pranatartihara and Vishnu here is the Saguna Vishnu that you talk about. Because Brahmaswarupam cannot come and remove your sufferings. You use the Saguna Brahman, which is Vishnu, who is responsible for Sthiti, and because of falling at his feet, he will remove your Arti. So he is going to take the Kurma Avataram next, and that Avataram, through that Avataram, he will remove the suffering of people who fall at his feet. So Pranatartiharam Vishnu. So this Vishnu is different from this Vishnu here. For just for the meaning, I'm saying. So when you look at the Vishnu in this shloka, in shloka number 36, take it as Sarvavyapi Brahman. Okay, Brahma. In the second, in the shloka 37, you take it as Shankachakra Gadadhari Vishnu. Savai Saha Vishnuhu Vaha Shreyaha Vidhasyati. That Vishnu will give you all the prosperity that you need. Vidhasyati. Eva Muktva, thus saying, Surana Sarvana Brahma Lokapita Mahaha Kshirodasya Uttare Tiram Taireva Sahito Yaya Uttaram Tiram Markanam. Uttaram Tiram. Sorry. Evam Sarvan Surana Uktva. After saying thus to all the devas, Brahma Lokapita Mahaha, the creator of the entire world, Brahma, Chaturmukha Brahma, Kshirodasya Uttaram Tiram, Taihi Eva Sahitaha Sanna Yayav. Along with all those devas, Brahma also went to the northern side of northern shores of the ocean, Kshirabdi. Yayav, and now he starts his stotram for Vishnu. Sagatva Tridishai Sarvaihi Samavetaha Pitamaha Tushtava Vagbihi Ishtabihi Parapara Patim Harim. Another reading is Para Avara Patim Harim. Both are the same. Even when you have Apara instead of Avara, both mean the same. Sagatva Tridashai Sarvaihi, along with Tridashaihi Sarvaihi Tridashaihi, with all the devas, Samavetaha, along with all the devas, Saha Pitamaha Brahma, Gatva, after going to the Uttaram Tiram, the northern oceans of Kshirabdi, Vagbihi Ishtabihi Vagbihi, with very good words. Ishtam here would mean with those words that are desirable to Brahma, and hearing which words Vishnu will immediately show, give a darshanam, and he will give a solution to this problem that they have. So Ishtabihi Vagbihi Paraparapatim Harim Tushtava, he praised Hari, who is the Pati, who is the Lord of everything, whether it is Param or Aparam. Brahma Uvacha, Namamas Sarvam Sarvesham Anantam Ajam Avyayam Lokadhama Dharadharam Aprakasham Abhedinam. His stotram goes for a couple of shlokas here. I think until 64. Shloka 64, it is Brahma's Stuti. Namama Sarvam Sarvesham Anantam Ajam Avyayam. Sarvam Namamaha. We pray to Sarva. Sarvas Sarvagas Sarvavid Bhanuhu. Idella vandu pathomna, it will be the same as Vishnu Sahasranamam. You will find the parallels in Vishnu Sahasranama there. Sarvesham, one who is the Lord of everything. Sarvam, he is of the form of everything else, because Paramatmanaha eva parinamataya atra jagad vidyate iti karanat sayeva sarvaha iti. So Sarvam Namamaha. We do namaskaram to Sarva Vishnu, who is of the form of everything. Sarvasya Ishaha, he is the controller of everything also. Anantam, one who does not have any end. Ajam, who is not born at the same time. Tasya utpattirapi nasti, nashopi na vidyate. Avyayaha, utpatti nashanam madhye, tatra, there can be parts there. So when I say Ananta, Aja, Ananta and Avyaya, he is devoid of the 6 qualities that we all have. Jayate, Asti are 2 things which are, when he says Ajaha, he removes the qualities of Jayate and Asti. Jayate is one who is born. We are all born first and then we exist. These 2 are not present for him. Asti ityukte praniti, one who breathes and is present in this world. Tatha pranayuktaha shwasayuktaha saha na vidyate iti darshayate ajaha iti padena. Tadanantaram Avyayaha. Avyayaha iti chete apakshayadi vikara rahitam iti uktam. I think apakshaya vardhate parinamate apakshayat apakshiyate. These 3 qualities are not present for him. That is vardhate, he grows, parinamate viparinamate, he changes, and then apakshiyate, he decays. This is normal for all of the prani that we have in this world, but that is not present in Paramatma, in Vishnu. And then Anantaha is Nasharahitaha. So Vinashyati is the 6th stage for a jiva. That 6th stage is also not present for Vishnu. Lokadhama dhara adharam aprakasham abedinam. Now Lokadhama dharaha, loke ye dhama dharaha. Dhama is prabhavaha. Prabhavaha is control. Those who seem to apparently have a control in this world. Loke, yesham haste, how do I say that? Niyamakatvam vartate iti yadi vayam pashyamaha. If we see that there are people who hold the control, like say Indra is the Lord of the 3 worlds, Surya controls the time, or in the night time it is the Chandran who has the Prakasham. There are so many different qualities that we attribute to the different devas, and we say these are all the people who are the most Shaktishali in this world, right? Te tu Indradayaha eva. Parantu teshamapi adharabhutataya atra Vishnuhu eva vartate iti lokadhama dharaha indradayaha devaha tesham adharam. One who is the support for Indra, etc., who are responsible for keeping this world intact. Now, another reading for this is lokadhama iti ekam padam, dharadharam iti ekam padam. Lokadhama, one who is the substratum for the entire world. Lokasya eva dhama. Where does this whole world or this Brahmandam stay put? How is it able to stay? It is because it has the support, dhama, of Brahma or Brahman. It is able to stay. So lokasya dhama bhutaha saha. So dhama here also is in is like a Napunsakalinga padam. So the Dvitiya Vibhakti is also the same. So Loka Dhama Namamaha. Dhara Adharam. Dharayaha Adharam. He is the support for Dhara Bhumi. In the sense that whenever there is a problem in Bhumi, immediately he will take an avataram and resolve that problem for Bhumi. Right? Even in Varaha Avataram, we saw that. So Dharayaha Adharam Tam Namamaha. Aprakasham. Aprakasham Swavyaktirikta Prakasha Shunyam. One who does not have any other object to show light. If we need to know where the torch is, we don't need another torch to find it out. Suppose there is a light that exists. We don't need to search for another light to tell us where that light is, if that light is on, let's say. Okay. That is the example you keep in mind here. Aprakasham ityukte, he does not need yasya prakashaha na vidyate. In the sense, yasya yasmat anyaha prakashaha na vidyate. One who does not have another light source other than himself. So he is a Swayam Prakasha Swarupam here. Abhedinam. Bheda Rahitam Athava Bheda Anarham. One who cannot be divided into parts. So Namamas Sarvam Sarvesham. Actually, this should be Namami. Namamahana. There should be a Visarga here. So there can be problems with different printing errors. So I would take it as Namami instead. So Namami Sarvam Sarvesham Anantam Ajam Avyayam Lokadhama Dharadharam Aprakasham Abhedinam. Let's stop with this. Namama Lotlakaram Griya Pannanungra Madriya. சொல்லு பண்ணணும்ங்கிறது சரியா வராது.
மீனிங் ஃபிட் ஆகுமா தெரியல, ரூபம் அப்படி பார்த்தா இருக்கு.
விஷ்ணு புராணம் அந்த கீதா பிரஸ் புஸ்தகத்துல நமாமின்னு இருக்கு. வேற ஒரு புஸ்தகம் வில்சன் அந்த பழைய இதுல இன்னும் நமாமன் சின்ஸ் இஸ் கோஸ் a group maybe நமாமன்.
ஆமா, நமாம நமஸ்காரம் செய்ய வேண்டும் அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி வரணும். செய்யலாமா அப்படின்னு ஒரு ரிக்வெஸ்ட் மாதிரி. Can we do a namaskaram?
Brahma Uvachan இருக்கு இல்லையா, அதனால வயம் நமாம அப்படின்றதுக்கு அவரும் சேர்ந்து போய் வயம் நமாமன்னு சொல்லலாம் இல்லையா?
பண்ணலாம். So in the sense நமani நமாவ நமாம we should அப்படின்னு வருது இல்லையா லோட்லகாரத்துல, அதனால யோசிக்கிறேன். பரவாயில்ல, பண்ணலாம். லோட்லகாரமும் வரும். ஓகே, எனி டவுட்ஸ்? வேற ஏதாவது? சரி. நாராயணம் நமஸ்கிருத்ய நரஞ்சைவ நரோத்தமம் தேவீம் சரஸ்வதீம் வாசம் ததோ ஜெயம் உதீரயேத்.